Yo guys, it's Kelly and welcome back guys to another video. It's episode number 3 of this Tottenham Hotspur and Ange Postecoglou career mode series. As you guys did see in episode number 2, we beat Luton 2-1 and deadline day. No, so deadline day came along. We drew with Forest, beat Luton. Deadline day came along, then we beat Wolves 4-0, then we beat Chelsea, dramatic derby 3-2. Today we've got Sheffield Wednesday in the Cup, Crystal Palace and Everton today. It's going to be it's going to be a very big episode, but there is the local boy, Danny Phillip, now 70 really, started 6-3, now 70 really, but he scored on his debut against Chelsea, played 45 minutes at least, in a wee derby match I'm glad for. For the Cup today, we're hoping for a good Cup run, of course. Fraser Forster will be named as the sub-goalkeeper for tonight's match, as Whiteman will start in goal. Ivan Perisic will drop out as Ryan Sessegnon will start tonight. Pedro Porto will come back into the team. Højbjerg's now in A5, that's great to see, don't you love to see it? Kane will remain as captain, or will he? No, we'll start with Richarlison tonight, Kane. And the third choice captain, I made us think about it, who I would make as third choice captain at the club. I am going to give Højbjerg, is it? Because Højbjerg is it, probably. And Fuller will start as well tonight. And Bowen will also start tonight. Fuller will move out wide. But Bowen has actually been very important to the club so far as well. But hopefully this doesn't affect us too much in the Cup. Prediction chat, please, guys. I'm going to go 2-0. We'll narrowly beat them 2-0. Sheffield. No bad, James. How are you, my man? Good to see you. But Carabao Cup action, round 3. Tottenham Hotspur Sheffield tonight. Sheffield Wednesday are now in the Championship, really showing their day. David Stockdale, their old boy goalkeeper, is ready for the Carabao Cup, he says. Højbjerg is the captain tonight. He's hoping to be a very good Carabao Cup leader. Whiteman is ready to be in goal. But it's sort of had that Tottenham team, have a team talking around on the pitch this evening. But there is Jadon Sancho, good to see him. That's good man, James, good man. Well, number of changes for the Carabao Cup tonight in Whiteman, Porto, Sessegnon, Bowen, Fuller and Richarlison. Harry Kane is on the bench. The third choice captain of the club is Højbjerg, so he is captain tonight. Harry Kane starts on the bench. It's going to be a very big evening for these players out on the pitch. I think 2-0, guys, but you never know. Sheffield Wednesday could cause bother. But the Spurs players that I have involved tonight, there they are. Well, obviously I know Windass, Dean Windass, ex-Rangers player Josh Windass, I know him. I know Barry Bannon, I know Will Vaulks, I know Reece James, I know he is a midfielder. I know Ben Hennigan, I know a couple of our bench, I know David Stockdale, of course. And probably not going to Albion Rovers away. I went to Dunfermline yesterday, it was actually very good. And pole position now in the group. And obviously Ange Postecoglou wants his Tottenham team just to play like they usually do in the Premier League games. Still unbeaten under Ange Postecoglou, who's very hoping his back four is strong, pretty good. 3 defenders mainly in the team. They're all starting. Jadon Sancho there warming up ahead of a Carabao Cup early round. And Josh Windass. They get ready to kick off the ball. And they do. The referee said, let's get the game on the way, isn't it? And let's go. Josh Windass. Well, we do have Alfie Whiteman in goal. 4th choice goalkeeper probably by Brandon Austin, but we're going to give him the chance to play in this Carabao Cup round. Fuller makes a Carabao Cup debut, but he does start after a great goal at Chelsea. Windass with a first shot. But since nothing much, mate, apart from going football, just chilling. Whiteman, good kick long forward. Jadon Sancho, here's Ryan Sessegnon making his first appearance of the season tonight. Here's Rabiot, who's been great in intervention since joining the club from Juventus. We try and Sessegnon. Well done, Ryan. Ange Postecoglou got the best out of him. Come Wednesday, and Wednesday It's Bally to give them the lead at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm predicting 2-0, but not anymore. But it's 1-0 Sheffield Wednesday against Tottenham. Tottenham feeling have the quality to try and win tonight, but they're 1 down in the Carabao Cup. Whiteman is beaten early on as Whiteman, the goalkeeper, has been picked for a goalkeeping choice. This team he can't get there first. Whiteman is disappointed in himself. And Fraser Forster is named as sub-goalkeeper tonight as Forster. And Barry Banning gets his first goal in 3 cup matches this season. But Ange Postecoglou will not be happy with the start that his team have made to their Carabao Cup season. Manchester is getting shoved off badly, but he continues his run. And here is Jadon Sancho. Sancho. Back to Ryan Sessegnon here. Does Bazina away. Rabiot is over to take the corner, the French internationalist. It's in by Rabiot. It's not a bad ball. It's Van der Ven. Headed over by him, Van Ven. Very good since he's joined the club. He's made the starting 11 every single game since joining the club. He really knows he's never going to feel left out because the manager, new manager, of course, Ange Postecoglou, wants him to be involved. It remains 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday this evening. David Stockdale forward. It's high into the air, but Real wins it for Van Ven. Bowden to Sancho. It's Richarlison who plays it outwards to Pedro Porro here. He's got the pace, but he has to turn it back to Fuller. Good ball in from Fuller. David Stockdale and Ben Hennigan gets it away too. One back well by Rabiot. Sessegnon. Sancho now to Ryan Sessegnon. What will Rabiot do with it? Rabiot. He's beating the defender really well here as Adrien Rabiot. Fuller to the back post. Good block by Flynn. Pedro Porro. Into Højbjerg. Fuller is onside. He continues his run. Does the young man. It's not a bad ball in. Sancho per touch. Rabiot's going to have to win that in there. He does. Van Ven to Rabiot. Sancho now. Rabiot, now Højbjerg is the captain. This evening, penalty! Handball, it's a penalty! Højbjerg claimed for it! Højbjerg is captain tonight because Lloris on the bench. Lloris is involved and Kane is on the bench. No Kane tonight, so he won't be taking the penalty to start with. It will be given to... Going to give it to Richarlison. That's poor. That's my fault. I waited too long. It's my fault. But he sends a goalkeeper the wrong way. But it's off target, well off target, and then from Richarlison. That is my fault. That is my fault, guys. I'm being honest. That is my fault. But David Stockdale remains unbeaten. Honestly, guys, it doesn't matter. Just my fault that happened. Charleston looks for Fuller. Richarlison really knows it's his own fault, but it's my fault technically, guys, but oh well. Romeo can't win it there. They're trying to take an extended lead, but Whiteman is hopefully going to do well for the rest of the evening. Bowden. Richarlison. Back to Bowden. The Irishman. Van Ven. Pedro Porro away for Van Ven. Højbjerg. To Richarlison here. Fuller. Richarlison. Højbjerg. Through to Richarlison. And it's Richarlison. Great from the Brazilian. Great from the Brazilian. His shot is well saved by David Stockdale. Rabiot, Richarlison, Højbjerg. Well done by Fuller. Good block by James. Stop. No, it's Stockport. Sheffield's Wednesday trying to stay ahead for the time being. Sancho's ball in! And Richarlison with the header. Hunt, handball it, penalty! Richarlison missed the penalty earlier. It's my fault he did, but he'll be having a chance to recover from it. Richarlison against David Stockdale, and Stockdale this time got down to it and kept it. A poor penalty from Richarlison. It remains 1-0. But it's half time. Here tonight it is Tottenham 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Tottenham top of the Premier League as well, and losing at the break. Harry Kane will have to definitely come on. Richarlison's missed 2 penalties. I know it's my kind of fault, but it's his own fault actually, guys, it is. Oh my goodness, guys. Right. Harry Kane will come on to captain the side. He'll be on for Richarlison. And Ewan Devine is coming on for Van Sessegnon. And Van Ven will move out to left back, and Rabiot will move to centre half. But Alfie Devine is desperate to play well for Ange Postecoglou. And Alfie Devine knows he's getting appearances this season, promising. Romeo. Højbjerg. Fuller, terrible from Fuller. And down goes Barry Bannon from Højbjerg's challenge. Højbjerg saying, sorry man. The fans are booing the referee. And Højbjerg, it's just a yellow card for Mikael Højbjerg. He's got 1 Premier League goal to his name this season as the midfielder. Good save again by Whiteman. He's trying to desperately keep the scoreline down at 1-0 for the time being. Foden looks for Fuller. And Fuller continues his run here. Kane is in the middle. And Fuller goes it alone. But his shot has been well saved by David Stockdale. I don't know if he'll keep out Kane's efforts. Probably will, if he plays like that. Sancho gets it back from Harry Kane here. It's Sancho! Saved by David Stockdale. How the hell? Rabiot. Not a bad delivery. They do head it a win, then they do. Romeo, Bowen. Højbjerg needs to win that cleanly. He does. Rabiot. Can't win it. Can Van Van. Well done, Rabiot, well in. Jimmy Bowden. Lost by Romeo. That's over the top from them. Whiteman. He had to save that well and he kept it. His kick's good for Kane. Sancho. Bowden. Bowden with a good through pass. That is not actually that bad at all. It's Harry Kane. Turns the defender. Something's been given. Penalty! Well, Richarlison missed 2 penalties in the first half. Our main penalty kicker, Harry Kane, is on now. As captain is Kane. It's Harry Kane versus David Stockdale. And Harry Kane goes down the middle. And tucks that away for the equaliser. Harry Kane, no doubt, will miss a penalty. He really is captain for tonight. Oh, at least for the second half at least, but Harry Kane just tucked it down the middle with raw power. David Stockdale flew out his way. And Ange Postecoglou proud to see my final level through their starman. Harry Kane scores a successful penalty kick this season. That's 2 out of 2 for him this season in the penalties. Højbjerg. Alfred Bowden. Looks route one, and it's Kane with a header! Right into David Stockdale's arms. Fuller, be careful. These players must communicate. And Whiteman is beaten again. Whiteman's been poor, especially this evening. Filler has been good, but he's going to go for Son. Sancho's going to go for Kelleher as well. But it's up to what they can, but it's Josh Windass. Dean Windass' son, but Josh Windass is absolutely delighted he's got himself a goal in the Carabao Cup here. Pedro Porto. Kelleher. Would say Captain Kane. Bowden. Kane. Kelleher. Devine. Bowden. Here it is, Kelleher. Takes his time! And he took his time to finish and make it 2-2 to the Sweden internationalist. He just took his time to bell that in, to bell that pass in past David Stockdale. That's Tottenham 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2. But what a Carabao Cup tie this evening. Dale down he goes. Kane brought him down nastily. Owen Kane. And Harry Kane is down the tunnel. That's a red card. Harry Kane, his marching orders are bye-bye. Oh no. And Harry Kane has had himself sent off there. Harry Kane, what is he doing? Bowden is going to be replaced by James Maddison. Well, Harry Kane has been sent off, but James Maddison comes on to try and boost to the attack as he's on in the Carabao Cup late on. But Harry Kane, he is down the tunnel already. That's unlucky for Kane. Andy Whiteman gets to go forward with the kick, it's good. Højbjerg. Kelleher finds Pedro Porto. Here he goes, Pedro Porto. He's got the pace to defo beat any defender. Corner to Spurs. Son into the middle will be great. It's not a bad ball. Kelleher does jump to it, but he can't direct it on targets. And Harry Kane down the tunnel, probably very distraught and very annoyed at himself. Højbjerg. Good header from him to James Maddison here. Maddison. Kelleher, good touch from him. Stockdale's beaten! And Kelleher might have just won the game for the 10 men of Spurs who know their unbeaten run on Ange. Postecoglou is still going to continue without Harry Kane. Whiteman is delighted he's in the Carabao Cup here. But what an assist for James Maddison. As it's gone through Stockdale's arm. Stockdale couldn't get down enough. But Kelleher off the bench with a double. Stockdale never got down to it enough. Stockdale is absolutely distraught what he's done against the 10 men. And Kelleher might have just got Tottenham's playoff into the next round. His second of this Carabao Cup tie off the bench this evening. Well, I saw in 4 minutes of stoppage time to go. Romeo well in the way. In by Barry Bannon. And Whiteman claps the ball on his debut. It finished 10-man Spurs 3, Sheffield Wednesday 2. A late double from Kelleher gets the winner there. Maddison, great assist from him. Obviously Harry Kane scored a penalty, but in minutes pretty much after, Harry Kane saw a straight red card. Harry Kane was sent off. Harry Kane will be suspended for the next matchup in this episode. Ange Postecoglou dominant, 16 shots from Spurs tonight, 8 on target. And Kane saw red. Ange Postecoglou will not be happy with that, but alright. Manchester City been beaten by Morecambe, oh my god! City already at the Carabao Cup.
Just a few questions.
It's about our own performances. We'll find a way for sure without Kane. Elavesi. I've asked for more from him.
Thank you.
Training session ahead of the Palace trip. So, no Harry Kane today. He is suspended as Harry Kane. That's really disappointing tonight. Today. Well, Perisic, he will start. Hugo Lloris comes back to go in goal tonight. Today does Hugo Lloris. Son will lead the line. Fuller will drop out for Elavesi. James Maddison will be back in. And we'll put Van de Ven at left back today. Actually, Rabiot will play at centre half. And Benedeschi will come into the midfield. But without Harry Kane due to a ban that he's sadly suffering. It's his own fault. Prediction chat, please, guys. I'm going to go 2-0 to Tottenham. It's going to be hard without Kane, though. Son leads the line, though. Here we go, Crystal Palace. Remember, guys, I'll be honest now, I think the Bournemouth game's probably going to be the last game of this episode. Oh well. Here we go, Palace versus Tottenham. Tottenham looking to get in their unbeaten start to the Premier League under Ange Postecoglou. As they're a point clear at the top of the Premier League right now, Tottenham, under Ange Postecoglou, who is desperate to get his team going and continuing. Big new bottle. I like Bar's call, guys. Roy Hodgson. So here is the Crystal Palace team. It is Voiture in goal. A back four of Ferguson, Gray, Tompkins and Palaverdo. In midfield, Lukabolo, Milinkovic and McCarthy and Elise and Zaha, both supporting Odsonne Edouard as Roy Hodgson is their boss for the time being. A couple of changes from the Carabao Cup win in midweek. Hugo Lloris does come back in and captains the side. Pedro Porro remains in. Romeo Rabiot's into the back four and Van de Ven's at left back. Højbjerg Madison comes in the midfield with Benedeschi. And Elavesi starts and Sancho out in the wing. Son leads the line. Harry Kane is banned today after his red card in the Carabao Cup tie. So Harry Kane does not travel, but he does travel, and Harry Kane is in the stand today. Rabiot is at centre half today. Can he show a bit of quality? That is it. I'm predicting 2-0, but Harry Kane is in the stand today. Is Harry Kane. Zaha. There's Sonny's up front today for Tottenham, because Harry Kane is suspended today. Harry Kane is in the stand today due to a red card he got in the Carabao Cup time midweek. It's going to be hard without Kane, but I'm at 2-0. Forward, Romeo, well done. Van de Ven playing at left back today to see if he can do it, and I think he's up to it so far. Elavesi to Madison. It's going to be really hard without Kane up front, but just got to try and work around it. Elavesi forward from him to Son. Højbjerg. And now it is Son Heung-min. Forward from Guetra. Benedeschi, good header. Son really knows he's going to struggle. Elavesi scored a double in midweek in the Cup. It's Son across. Madison's there. It's come off Gueich. It's come off Gueich. Son claims it, but it's come off Gueich. I think it's already 1-0 Tottenham without Harry Kane this afternoon. But really, how it's really sloppy defending from the Palace defender. He just slid in. Before Madison has scored that, but it's an own goal by the Crystal Palace captain. Not the start that Palace were looking for. Us, though, yes. But Tottenham lead already 1-0. Pedro Porto marking very well here. Lloris. Well, Lloris is back in goal today. Here's Hugo Lloris as captain as well. He's after the lad. He's returned to the Premier League team. Into the middle. Rabiot. It's not Calavesta with a handball. And Palace get a penalty kick out of nothing there. Zaha against Lloris. Lloris dives out the way. And Zaha equalises. Lloris has saved a penalty so far this season, Lloris, but he can't save that one on his return. And Postecoglou not happy with his team. Considering a goal so quick after going 1-up. Without Harry Kane, it's really been hard on Tottenham. And Van. Into Bernardeschi now. It's for Calavesta. For a handball that was as well from the winger. Lost by Pedro Porto. Edward beats him well. Bernardeschi. Into Hallberg. Son. Great ball forward. It's Madison. Saved by Guaitron. But Madison is on the rebound. And Madison got to the rebound very quickly. James Madison scores for Tottenham Hotspur. He's going for a goal. His shot was saved by Guaitron, but he got the rebound over instantly. And James Madison knows he's done enough to get it over the line and in. But that is James Madison's goal. 2-1 Tottenham after 22 minutes. McCarthy. Samba on Tottenham Edward Palace breaking and going forward. Here they come. You get for the effort, but Lloris has to save. And he does. Lloris knows what he's got to do under Ange today. Hallberg forward again. From Tottenham, of course, it's Madison with the outside of the burn effort. The booking has been given to Adrian Rabiot for his earlier incident. Talking about Rabiot's going to be over the corner today. And Van and Bernardeschi said he was tripped. Van de Ven. Bernardeschi, now Son. Madison is there. It is James Madison. James Madison's run into the Palace goal, don't know why. He's alright though. Come Palace. Bernardeschi can't fully clear. Porto well done. Rabiot away. For Son. Went forward for Madison again. And de Ven. Porto back to Lloris. Sancho's there. Here's Van de Ven. Went to Bernardeschi. Look for Son there. Van de Ven to Sancho. Son to Madison. There's Pedro Porto. Calavesta. Back to Pedro Porto, the right back. Hits it. Not a bad effort as well. Sancho into the middle again for Son. That's half time though. It's Crystal Palace 1, Tottenham 2. Tottenham heading to the top of the Premier League still. Ange Postecoglou knows his team have been pretty creative, but they haven't really took their chance. Thought that they are winning though. It's half time, 2-1 Tottenham. Okay. Manchester Derby's on today as well. Tottenham, they know they've got to try and get better possession. Going to make a sub at half time because they feel they need to. Rabiot is going to be replaced by Bowden, and Højbjerg will move into defence. As young Bowden comes on in midfield for another appearance under Ange Postecoglou. But Bowden is on. Here he comes. Ready for another appearance for Tottenham under Ange Postecoglou. Sancho. Good with a handball. Penalty, Tottenham! And without Kane today, it is going to be extremely hard. Alassane booing. It's Son against Greitra. And Son sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. That is what a cool penalty. A cool penalty from Son Heung-min. He's in up front in the absence of Harry Kane today, but Son converts the penalty by sending Greitra the wrong way. He's very unhappy with himself. But Son with an excellent penalty kick. Tottenham really know without Kane it's hard today, but they are winning by 2 goals without him somehow, and Son's just scored a penalty. Maddison out to the left from James Maddison here. It's Sancho to Ben one! And Sancho is just absolutely brilliant! That's a brilliant goal by the England internationalist. That's the goals that he really knows a manager know and love about him. Right into that opposite top corner from Jadon Sancho. Ange Postecoglou very impressed with the start to the second half that Jadon Sancho has made. Sancho is absolutely delighted what kind of goal he scored today. Zaha beats Pedro Porro. Lloris got down well, and Lloris kicks it long. That's what the goalkeeper like, what the manager Ange Postecoglou likes. Lukovic. Well done, Bernardeschi. Good block, but free kick has been given for a handball. Palace really know they're getting fast at home. So it's on Edwards. I actually thought that was over the line. Number 20, I think it's to Corey, I think. It is, yes. But Lloris forward. Pedro Porro, good header down for Bowden, who's already got himself a goal in the league. Alessi to Maddison. Alessi to Maddison here. Sancho at the back post. Cleared away by Palace. And Bowden brought him down, play on. Get up, Van de Ven. Sancho on to Bowden now. So, Son. Back to Josh Bowden. Great from the youngster. And the youngster must have thought he had his second goal of the league season. He has been booked for his earlier incident that he did. Well, Perisic, he's going to come on for Højbjerg. Van de Ven will move back to centre back. And Richarlison will come on for Kelleresse now. But relax, this Spurs squad is pretty tired. They know they've got Bournemouth at home next. Maeda. Alright, Finley man, how you doing, man? Last game's after this, probably. If we play Bournemouth, then I'll be up for this episode. Sancho into the middle. By Tompkins. Bowden. Back to Jadon Sancho here. Sancho. That's a very good ball. Richarlison wins it back already. Bowden. Maddison. Great turn there by Jadon Sancho here. It's headed away. Bowden wins it back already. Spurs continuing to break. Sancho, great turn from Jadon Sancho here. It's in by Richarlison for Son. Surely that could have surely made it 5-1. Harry Kane suspended today, man, so It's going to be hard without him still, but incredible winning by the 3 goals somehow. Pedro Porto, well done. Van de Ven. Careful. He's been careful. Good block there by Pedro Porto, and again Pedro, but he can't fill the clip. And Lloris thankfully saved it, and Lloris is making errors at the back. But Ange Postecoglou prior to see his goalkeeper attempt it. It's on to Bowden. And Ange now out wide for Richarlison. Out to Bowden. It's causing a bit of bother in the midfield since he's come on. Free kicks being given to Spurs here. Well, late subs, 2 subs, that's all. We're going to bring on Filler for Son, and Alfie Devine is going to come on for a number of minutes again this afternoon. But Filler really knows he's part of the first team plans as well. Back to Ivan Perisic. Good block by Zaha. Cleared by Palace. Perisic to Alfie Devine. On to Pedro Porto here. Free kick. Yep. Again on this wing area. Perisic gets it back. Fuller almost brought him down. And it issued to Bowden. Bowden through for Richarlison here. Corner. Nope, it's a goal kick. Alfie Devine. Sancho. Back for Alfie Devine. Free kick's been given to Powell. Devine here. Charleston. And Alfie Devine brought him down. Doesn't matter though, it's full time. Crystal Palace 1, Tottenham 4, a massive 3 points. And Tottenham retain top spots and continue top spots at the top of the Premier League. Ange Postecoglou will be very happy. He responded very well from the first half, but there wasn't really much in it. Manchester City win the derby.
Some questions regarding the match.
Well, welcome back. Carry Kane when he's ready. When we're ready. We're not obsessed with the run. We're just doing what we can, and we're playing well.
No.
Still top of the table by 1 point. That's great. Harry Kane's available. The guys, that is actually going to be